It's this is the writer's bench, Tuesday writer's bench. Pre-recorded, not live. I couldn't do a live. I can't do a live. It's pre-recorded. I'm getting a Upske bandana done. I got gain on my brother. I'm getting an Upske, you know, he was a partners in crime, PIC King, and proud and honoured to join the family and the second biggest crew in Australia's history, with the most legacy and the best graffiti writers in Sydney that's ever been. And his proudest moment when he joined RCF and spoke to Ricky Seven, and he blessed him, and I blessed him because I'm the president. And he was rock city funk, and it blew him away. He loved it, you know, he loved it, and he said T&S is a beautiful, great crew, and he's done a lot of damage in history, but all that damage and all that history follows on to the crews that you go into, because if it wasn't for those years and those periods and those times, you can't get in those crews. Now, I've seen about 600 photographs of Upske's panels, top to bottom, door to doors, end to ends, whole cars. He raided Melbourne and crushed it with an iron fist. He destroyed it. Absolute bloody freak. Beautiful work. So many times. I thought I went to Melbourne as many times as anyone else, but Upske kept to that promise and kept going, and went interstate and went to Brisbane and showed everyone, like, you know, Sydney style. He had his unique own style and his ability. He was tall, and he was a soldier. He was a steel soldier for Sydney, Australia, and wanted to show the world how many trains he could do in the period in time that he was around and how long he painted for. And he takes the cake. There's he is the greatest. People say the greatest for this, that, and everything else, but God bless him. Upske, brother, God bless you, brother. You're not resting in peace yet, but I spoke to you a couple of days before you passed, and you were supposed to come to my house, and that didn't eventuate. And then the next day I went to out west, and I went to Tudor's house and stayed over at Tudor's house on Friday night. And in the morning I come back to Sydney and come back home and touch base with you and send some comments. And the last two comments, or one phone call, two comments, I didn't hear anything. Now, he had seizure attacks. He rang me twice from hospital and said that he was in critical condition and he nearly died. I got him text messages on my phone as well. Him when he was in hospital, and yeah, it's a sad thing, you know, like it's a sad thing. He was telling on Wednesday the 8th, he was saying that he took bingo to do his first panel, you know, and I told him, I sent him a message and told him basically, you know, like I took 4 riders, 4 virgins, and they done it end to end, and then they wanted to try to do a whole car and jumping up and down and made too much noise, and they had a sensor box there for anyone creeping on the rocks, and I told them to be quiet on the rocks and not walk up the tracks and go down the track, not walk along the tracks to make the rock noise. Even if you walk along the wooden pillars of the train line, it still bumps the rocks, and they listen to it, and then they come all armed up with this, that, and bars, and put a fucking all this bullshit on to protect themselves, and they want to get on and get dirty. But yeah, Upske, brother, Upske, you've broken my heart, bro. You've absolutely broken my heart. Let me see what it says here. Going down on the sun, and in the morning we will remember them lest we forget. He put a video, a couple of photos up. He put a couple of photos up. I don't know if you can see that, it's not picking it up. I don't know why, my phone must be too bright. But that's what it says. Anyway. And then on Sunday I said, yo, yo, yo. You know, not to bother him, but that's when he passed. And he had a seizure attack, and most probably that's how he died. The coroner's got his body, I think, and I've been told, and stuff, and his family knew what was going on about his seizures and stuff, and he couldn't really leave home, and he had a couple of girls looking after him, and he was having a good time, and he got off the alcohol like me and beat it, and other things, but that's personal. I'm not talking about that. But Okay, Upske, his tally for steel trains in Sydney and other states is 750 steel trains. 750, ranked number one. Fucking one. He done it. He crushed more trains than anyone in Sydney. With style, colours, ability, relentless, ruthless, and so treacherous that the transits couldn't catch him. And got photos of 95% of his shit. Incredible photo collection. He's going to add it to mine and my video content with Gain and Fear, and do a DVD or do a YouTube video together. And that's why I've been holding off on the stuff that I got, and I've been waiting for him, and I've been patient. You know, he's had his troubles, and like I said, like he's been going through, you know, so I'm not going to push him. And yeah, he's got a lot of beautiful friends that love him to death. They've got an ultimate respect for Upske. He is Sydney's king. Okay, this might say Gain 2, but I painted trains with Gain for 20 years, and we done trains, we done stations, we done all forms of bombing, all styles. Now, if you do all styles of graffiti, you can't call yourself a king if you just do one thing. Now, where does that come from? That comes from Star Wars, Min 1. Now, the truth is, that's the deal. But he bombed trains, he was a bomber, pure to the heart. It would have been nice if he'd done more track sides and more throw-ups and trains and more front runners. He was more inside and doing doors and hanging outside windows on double deckers and doing tags, but beautiful clean tags. He tagged beautiful. His canvases were incredible. He gave away a lot of his canvases. He was very kind and honest, and he didn't want money, and I can't say enough about him, man. I can't say enough about Upske. Like, I'm going to have to do a phenomenal memorial for him before the funeral or after the funeral. It's going to have to take the cake. It's going to have to do something huge with a few of his brothers, loyal soldiers, steel soldiers. And a lot's been done for Upske, and I respect everyone for doing that, and God bless you. And thank you for keeping his name alive and respecting him and showing your love. I'm proud of all of you. Like, 750 panels. And not just panels, trains, steel trains of all forms. There's riders in Sydney who call themselves kings, and they've done, you know, over 100. You know, it just shows you the lengths that Upske went to. He is R.I.P. King Upske forever. And don't everyone ever forget it. I'm going to come back and do another video on Upske and show his damage, or show a few more things. Talk a bit more about him, because he contributed so much and helped and schooled so many people, and those people got to get mentioned. I'm going to have to get a writing pad and mention everyone. So there'll be a lot of homework for me, because he touched a lot of hearts. A lot of hearts. Or I might just leave it. Let him rest in peace. And everyone knows what they done for him. Just write it in the comments. Show your love and write it in the comments for Upske. They're trying to get me for re-news content, and I've had to delete hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos. And I don't know which video it is. They won't tell me. It's my second warning, and then they delete my channel and I lose my subscribers and my name. So if that happens, I'll try to keep the same name, but then I'll probably have digits after it. I don't know. I don't know enough about YouTube. I don't know what's going on. They've deleted like 300 million channels of people with content like that. You got to do like me talking content with other people on lives, and Upske knew like the dramas that I was going through, and I've saved a lot of videos, so they're on the hard drive, and I've doubled up the hard drive with another one just in case if one breaks. So I've got the videos, but to re-upload them I'll just go through the same bullshit. And yeah, but he was an Anzac lover of Anzac Day for his family heritage that fought, and very proud, and so many times I would be down there and I would see him and we would meet up. We had some great times and we were friends for a very, very long time. One of my closest friends ever. As close as going to easily. Maybe if Upske was a bit older, even more so, but I've known Gain for, I don't know, the years are ticking over, like dead time and lifetime alive. But when he's alive, they say 37 years or something, and a bit more, you know. Yeah. Upske, Upske, Upske. King Upske, King. One. The number one steel king painter of trains in Sydney. One. And no one will ever match that until hell freezes over. And he's at the pearly gates waiting for God to open them for him after his funeral. Or he'll have a big sleep, relaxing, or he'll get cremated and get his ashes thrown to the four winds. But he was honest, he never lied. He was a soldier, he was a brother, he was a friend. He was a comrade. In so many areas, in so many ways, he was the greatest. King Upske forever! Rest in peace, brother.